Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, please consider subscribing, and if you're not new, thank you guys so much for coming back. I really appreciate your support. So in my last video, I did say that I picked up some new perfumes, but I would be doing a separate haul for that. And here it is. So I picked up some goodies from the Sephora VIB sale, but I also did pick up some perfumes from like other places that I was waiting on. So it's going to be a little bit of a collective haul. For the most part, these are all going to be first impressions. I wore a couple and I will talk about the ones that I wore, but these won't be like in-depth reviews. Most of them are just first impressions. Okay, keep that in mind. Also, if my fish tank is too loud, I'm really sorry about that, but I just cannot be bothered to turn it off right now. So yes, there's that. Which one do I want to start with? Let's start with this one. This is called Acqua di Parma Blue Mediterranean Mandorlo de Sicilia. This is what it looks like. Could you focus, please? This is a little, it's kind of is like fake leather almost. It's kind of cute. I'm not gonna lie, this packaging is just so not me. If I was to look at this, first of all, I would probably think it's a men's cologne. And second of all, right off the bat, I would think it's something like aquatic because of the blue. I hate this packaging. So there's that. But I picked this up actually from another YouTuber, Amy Glam. If you're watching my video, hey girl, hey. I know you watch my videos sometimes. And I was watching her video and she said this was like a perfect almond scent. And if you guys are not new here, then you know I love almond in fragrances. I love almond in general, like in desserts and foods, and just I love almond. So when she said that, like I would have never looked at this perfume, but then I was intrigued. So I was wearing this today actually, and she is like literally right. Okay, so let me read you the notes. Based on the notes too, I never would have even blinked at this. It has green almond, star anise, orange, bergamot, white peach, ylang ylang, jasmine, bourbon vanilla, Toulouse balsam, white musk, and cedar. So a lot of notes in there. However, on my skin, this is straight up almond. So if you like, my eyelashes are sticking together. If you like Dior Hypnotic Poison, this is kind of like in the same family, but Hypnotic Poison is a little bit more like warm and spicy. And that one I would describe as like a powdery almond. It definitely does have like a powderiness to it, if you know what I mean. My husband says it smells like baby powder. This one is in the same family. I'm not saying they're the same, but I think if you like Hypnotic Poison, then you would like this. This one is a little bit lighter, so I feel like you could wear this in the summertime. However, in extreme heat, I don't know, because on me, it does pull pretty sweet, and so the almond might be cloying, depending where you live. I feel like for where I live in Canada, I feel like I could wear this in the summertime, especially in the evening. But on me, so when I first spray it, I feel like I smell root beer, like that. There's almost like a fizziness to it. And I do get kind of like a root beer, or like a root beer float even, because there's a creaminess. Like the almond makes it creamy, it makes it sweet. So it does kind of remind me of root beer, and I love root beer. But then as it dries down, I don't get all of those notes. There's a lot of notes in here, and to me this literally smells like almond paste or like an almond extract that you would use to bake. So if you like almond, on me, like in the beginning I definitely do get like maybe like a root beer or like a root beer float, because there's like a creaminess and there's the almond in there, I think is what's doing that. But then as it dries down, this is like straight up almond to me. It's delicious, it's creamy, it's sweet. But it literally smells very linear, and it smells like almond paste or like an almond, what the heck is the word? Extract that you would use like for baking. So I feel like you could wear this on its own. Like if you like that, I think I would wear it on its own. But also, like Amy said in her video, you could use this to add to other scents that you want to make a little bit more nutty. So like maybe Girl of Now, the original, I ended up selling that because it wasn't as nutty as I wanted. But I feel like I could add something like this to it. I also feel like for some reason this would go really good with like a citrusy, maybe like a lemon or orange scent. I don't know why, but I feel like the almond mixed with like a nice zesty like lemon or orange would be delicious for the summertime. It would keep it from being cloying, but make it like nutty and delicious so that it doesn't smell clean, if that makes any sense. But yeah, I'm glad she mentioned it because I literally never would have looked at this. And it is very good if you do like nutty scents, which I really do. There is a little bit of like a root beer vibe, but then it also just smells like straight up almonds. So there's that. And then I picked up this. So if you saw my last video, it was a tag video, and I said one of the perfumes that I wish I would have picked up was Angel Eau Croisière. This one. This is the 2020 version, and I had winked in that video because I knew very well that I had already ordered it and it was on its way. So I got the 2020 one because I did also try the 2019 one, which had a mango note in it, and I thought I was going to like that one more, but it pulled a little bit sharp on my skin, so I ended up getting this one. This is the 2019. This one has fig, praline, patchouli, magnolia, and vanilla. So the original Angel, I don't like the patchouli, and that is like really gross on me. I find it disgusting. And it's not like a gourmand on my skin. It smells dirty. This one actually smells delicious. I'm really glad that I got this one. Like I said, I thought I was going to like the mango one because of that mango note, the 2019 version. But I like this one a lot more. The fig gives it like a creaminess, which I really like. It's a gourmand, but it's not overly sweet. Oh, I really like fig. I've never really tried fig in a perfume, I don't think, but I like it. This to me, it smells creamy. You smell the patchouli, but it's not a dirty patchouli, and it's not too strong, like on me anyways. I really like it. It is warm, it's sweet, and it does have, to me, like a little bit of a zestiness, but I'm looking at the notes and there's no like citrusy notes, so I don't know what's giving it that. But yeah, it smells summery, but without smelling super fruity, because the fig gives it almost like a creaminess, and then there's praline in there, which again, it gives it like a sweet kind of creaminess. But there is something in there that does smell somewhat fruity. I don't know. Again, this one, I don't know that I would be able to wear like in extreme heat in the summertime, but I could definitely see myself wearing it on like a summer evening because it does smell delicious. And I like gourmands year round, and this one, because of that fig, maybe that's like the fruitiness, it makes it perfect for spring and summer. It smells really, really good. And these perfumes last forever. Sorry, my phone is going crazy and I don't know why. My phone never buzzes, and then I sit down to film and it buzzes. So I picked up a couple roller balls. Oh, let's talk about this one first. So this is funny because I actually had this before. I should have mentioned this in my tag video that I filmed last too, because there was a question in there saying like, is there anything you regret decluttering? But when I had filmed it, I didn't realize I regretted it. Regretted it. Until, okay, so basically this is 7 Virtues Vanilla Woods. I got the roller ball. The packaging is like this. I'm sure you guys have seen the full bottle. I'll put a picture maybe. And if I don't, I'm really sorry. But I had the full size, okay? And then on me, at the time, I don't know what it was, but I just couldn't smell it. Like, I would spray it and I could not smell it. Like, it wasn't projecting. And also, it did not smell like vanilla. It almost did like a weird thing on my skin. I had tried it in the dead of summer, so I don't know if that played a part in it. But basically, I had sprayed it and I was just having problems with like performance because I couldn't smell it. And for the price, like that was a little bit disappointing. And also, I was expecting, because it's called Vanilla Woods, I was expecting a woody vanilla. But on me, it almost did like, I just got the pear mixed with like a weird, like BO. Like it did a weird thing on my body. And it kind of smelled like pear, like popcorn. Something like that. It did something weird. So I ended up giving it to a family member. And then recently that family member came over and they were wearing this. And it smelled delicious. And I was like, what are you wearing? And she was like, oh, it's that. And I was like, what the heck? I gave that away. But it smelled so good on her. Like, it smelled so edible the Sephora sale was going on, so I literally decided to pick up a rollerball of it to try again. And since I've worn it recently, like, I don't know what it is, but I don't know if it's because I tried it when it was really hot and maybe I just didn't like it in the heat, or I'm not sure. This is the roller, oh Lord. This is the rollerball, and even the rollerball of this like performed really well when I was wearing it last time. I could smell it projecting, and my husband said I smelled like dessert, like a cake. On my skin, I know some people don't get the pear. On my skin, I do get the pear. Even now, it's spring here, but we still have cold temperatures. I live in Canada. And you could definitely smell it. I do not get the woody notes. It's called Vanilla Woods. It has pear. Does it say what's on here? In the big one it does. It doesn't say. But I believe it's pear, vanilla, and woody notes. The pear I definitely get. So it does give it like a little bit of like a fruity freshness. And then I do get the vanilla a lot. I don't get the woodiness. And you know what? I think this is one of those perfumes that, because even the person I gave this to, she was like, oh, really? Because I guess she couldn't smell it too much on herself. So I think it might be one of those scents that maybe you just can't smell too much on yourself, but other people could smell it, because she was like, oh, really? You could smell that? And I was like, yeah. Like when she walked in the room, you could really smell it, and it smelled delicious. And same thing happened to me the other day where I literally only dabbed this like on my wrist and my neck, and my husband was like, what are you wearing? And it was one of the odd times when he was like, what are you wearing? Like in a good way, because he said I smelled like a dessert. So I'm glad I decided to try it again. I don't know what happened before. I don't know if my opinion changed on it, or I don't know if because of the heat I wasn't liking it, or maybe it wasn't projecting, like I couldn't smell it, but other people would have smelled it. Maybe I just didn't give it enough of like a try. That's what I'm trying to say. But I decided to try it again, and I definitely do get the pear and I get the vanilla, and it's delicious. It is delicious. It's not too woody, so I don't know that I would call it on me Vanilla Woods. But again, I watch Amy's channel, Amy Glam, and she said she does get the woodiness. So maybe it depends on like the climate where you live or your skin chemistry. I don't know, but on me, I don't get the woods. And then I got this one. This one is called Floral Street Wonderland Peony. I got this one because of Karina Waldron, and she was saying, I think it was in her Sephora recommendations video, she was saying that these Floral Street perfumes don't get enough love, so I decided to try the Rollerball. I just have so many perfumes in my collection that I just don't feel like I need a full-size bottle of anything right now. So I got it. Even the Rollerball, like the packaging is really cute. It has the flowers at the back. And this one, I'm not going to lie to you, I think it might be, I might return this or sell it. We'll see. It's not that I don't like it. So when this opens up, there's tough love. So when this one opens up, it actually reminds me a lot of Angel Nova. The notes in this one are guava, red berries, lemon, raspberry bloom, peony, violet, cotton candy, resins, vanilla, cedar, and vetiver. I think it's reminding me of Nova because it has the raspberry, it has like the fruitiness in it, it has the lemon, and then it has like the vanilla and the vetiver. I can't remember the exact notes of Angel Nova, but in the opening, this reminds me a lot of this, a lot of Angel Nova. But then, so in the opening, I feel like I get the raspberry, I get the fruitiness in here mixed with the cotton candy, which I really like. It's not like sickly sweet, but then as it dries down, it moves from Angel Nova, and it just has a little bit more floral, like floral notes in there. Which, if you don't know, like if you're new here, I'm not a huge fan of like overly floral scents. They can give me a headache. This one does not give me a headache, but I just feel like it reminds me too much of Angel Nova to keep it. But it's basically like Angel Nova with added like more florals in it. So you might like that. It's not bad. I'm not saying it's bad. I just prefer Angel Nova. This opening of this I really like because it reminds me of Angel Nova, but I mean I already have Angel Nova, so I just feel like I don't need it. It's not different enough. And honestly, the dry down, because it has more floral in it, that's not my favorite. I was kind of hoping, like, the cotton candy, I feel like I get it more in the opening than I do in the dry down, which is weird because isn't it it's a base note, but I get it more in the opening, and then in the dry down I get more floral. So yeah, for that reason, I don't know if I'm going to keep that one yet. And then I also picked up the rollerball, or like the travel spray, Valentino Voce Viva. Voce Viva? I think that's what it's called. So I picked this one up because of the ginger note, and I heard Rebecca Collazo do a review on this, and she ended up picking it up. So what the travel one looks like, it's studded. It's alright. So this one, ooh, I can tell you right now, I'm not even going to spray this. I sprayed this one here, though, just, like, for this video. This one is, like, a no-go for me. It's not that it's bad, but there's something in this that literally goes straight to my head, and it gives me a headache. So this one has mandarin, bergamot, ginger, orange blossom, gardenia, vanilla, tonka bean, musk, sandalwood, and oak moss. And I don't know what it is. I really like ginger, so I got this literally strictly because of the ginger note. But something about this gives me a headache. It slightly reminds me of Libre by YSL, but this one pulls a little bit more clean. It almost smells like clean, kind of like soapy, and maybe that's why. And it gives me a headache. Something about this gives me a headache. I don't know what it is, but yeah, this is like it's kind of like has a cleanness, like a soapiness to it, and it goes straight to my head. So yeah, this one, unfortunately, it's not that it's bad, but it didn't work for me. And to be honest, I can't even give it like a proper wear test because I have to wash it off because it gives me a headache. So there's that. And then I think this is the last one, right? Okay, last but not least, I picked up this one, which is C Fiori. And I picked this one up based on a couple recommendations because I had asked for suggestions for like creamy strawberry perfumes, and a couple people said this one. So the notes of this are blackcurrant, green mandarin, neroli, rose, patchouli, oak moss, vanilla, and white musk. So the notes of this are trickery. If I would have looked at these notes, I never would have bought this because I don't like neroli, I don't like rose, and green mandarin sounds like it would be sort of sharp, like give it a sharpness. So based on the notes, I never would have even considered this. And keep in mind, it does have blackcurrant, not strawberries. However, I sprayed the box. When you smell this, it does smell like strawberries and cream, almost like a strawberry cereal, like strawberries that have been sitting, because it's lactonic is what I'm trying to say. So it does, like, if I didn't look at the notes, I wouldn't know it was blackberry. It does smell like a creamy strawberry, kind of milky lactonic perfume. It smells very feminine, and it does have a gourmand quality to it. However, there's something in there, I don't know what it is, maybe it's the white musk. Something in there is giving it, like, it keeps it from smelling too youthful, because you would hear like a creamy strawberry and think it's going to be, or maybe some people would assume it's going to be like very juvenile, youthful, but this is feminine, it's sweet, it's creamy, but there's something in this that still makes it smell like a woman. So I feel like if you're a grown woman and you like gourmand scents, then you could wear this. This is very feminine, it's very like girly, but not like, I mean feminine, not girly as in like a little girl. And I feel like you could wear this anytime. This could be a signature scent for a lot of people, I feel like. What I will say is the couple times I did wear this, it doesn't project that much, so I did have to overspray it, but I mean, I'm okay with that. It does smell, yeah, it smells like a creamy strawberry, but it doesn't smell overly gourmand, because there's something in there, like I said, that makes it smell like still like a grown woman. I don't want to say mature, but there is something in there, like something in there that does smell a little bit mature while still smelling yummy, if that makes any sense. So yeah, this was a good blind buy. However, I do wish that the strawberry, I'm saying strawberry, but there's no strawberries listed in here. I wish that the fruitiness was a little bit more like mouth-watering and like juicy. I wish, like, yeah, I wish that the strawberry was a little bit more strawberry, you know? You don't know because that made no sense. But yes. Anyways, it does smell like a milky strawberry. I just wish I could get a little bit more of the berries in here is what I'm saying. So yeah. Also, really quickly, I wanted to say, for this one, the Acqua di Parma perfume, I forgot to say, but I feel like because this is kind of just like a very basic, creamy, almost like a almond ice cream, if you will, I feel like this would also smell really good on a man, either by itself or mixed with one of his colognes, because men like sweet scents too, and I feel like this would smell really good on a man also, because it's very linear. It does smell delicious, but there's nothing in this that's making it very feminine. So I feel like a man could easily pull this off, and I would really like to smell this on a man too. And yes, those are all the goodies that I got. I really hope you guys like this video. Like I said, it was a first impression because I haven't got to try these too much, so I can't speak on longevity. Just telling you like what I smell when I smell them. And yeah, I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, be sure to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.